Watson, if we can find him.
On the
and then
run.
I know he's doing a lot of interviews right now.
Alex
Doing a great job.
Jones and the
We got a
GCN
special
Radio
report coming up.
Network.
This is Leanne McAdoo for InfoWarsLife.com. I'm here with Dr. Edward Group, master herbologist and chief formulator behind the InfoWars Life products. Dr. Group, what have you been hearing from women who've started taking Super Female Vitality?
You know, we've heard the reviews and feedback from Super Male Vitality, from emails to even excited callers on the radio. Now, the answer for women is here. A new formulation specifically designed for the female body, Super Female Vitality, delivers 10 key herbs that work synergistically to revitalize the unique biology of women.
I'm so glad that you guys made this for women. When he brought me home the bottle of Super Female, I had tons of energy, tons of motivation, a lot of drive. My husband thinks I've been in a better mood. Our relationship, all I can say is it's a lot better now.
I've just started taking Super Female Vitality from InfoWarsLife.com. Supplies are limited, so secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, or dial 1-888-253-3139.
From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operations.
We let the worst people get controlled and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
We are on the march. The Empire is on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
We're living on the edge. I am so excited, folks. One of the most famous authors of the last 100 years who's dead. We have been contacted by legit folks that have the recordings that nobody else has. And it's all vetted of this person predicting the New World Order and predicting everything that's basically now happened. And when this gets released, because I'm going to be on the road next week, but I'm going to be doing the show, I almost want to be in studio when this happens or fly this guy here because it's unbelievable. And I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched. We won't make any money off of it. What I'm excited about is just putting it out and people hearing this, because believe me, this will be newsworthy, and people aren't going to like this because this individual was never really political. It's bizarre. I'm very excited about that when this comes out. And if it's in God's will, it will end up coming out. We got the fish directly up to the boat. It's a very nice fish, but I haven't got it fully into the boat yet. And I'm not, back at the restaurant eating it yet. So this is a fish I'll definitely throw back. We'll show it to everybody and then throw it back. But very, very exciting. We're working on getting Paul Watson. It's good news that Paul's been mobbed by TV, radio, RT, British News, the Denmark News, all of it. So I wanted to get a quick comment from Watson sometime out there via the video feeds from Bilderberg 2014. I want to go back to your calls as well. I'm going to have Bilderberg snapshot video that Rob Dew and others put together that's about 14 minutes long. We're going to have this full thing posted to Infowars.com in the next few hours. I want to air part of it now that kind of gives highlights or, you know, the best of Bilderberg from about the last 6-7 years. Well, I guess 2006 was 8 years ago, so 8 years ago. So here's the best of Bilderberg's unveiling, or the unmasking of Bilderberg in the last 8 years. I don't know what you call this. Bilderberg Unmasked, I think is probably a good name for it. Here's part of that for the radio and TV audience. If you're a radio listener, Infowars.com/show. And you can actually watch the free feeds, or if you're a PrisonPlanet.tv member, you don't just get the free feeds during the day, you get the nighttime radio show, the films, and so much more. I want to thank you all for being PrisonPlanet.tv members, but here's part of this report.
Of the national capital today, black limousines with darkened windows converged on a hotel where private security guards imposed ironclad control. It's known as the Bilderberg Group. Could their objective be world domination?
It was just scary. I mean, I've been all over the world, and I've never seen anything like this. It was like hours of humiliation. And they said, "What are you here for?" And I said, "Well, I'm here to, you know, cover the media, covering a political event. I hope to talk to some members of Parliament." I was answering all the questions. It was clear I wasn't a threat. It was clear I didn't have any criminal record. It was clear I was present. It was clear I was coming to interview people. They were going to deny me. They told me earlier that I was probably going to be denied, and then you guys showed up, and everything changed.
They're debating the attack on Iran. They're talking about how to take out Hugo Chavez. They're talking about how to get their American Union in that destroys Canadian, U.S., and Mexican sovereignty. So we're talking about the death of Canada is what's happening in there right now. The death of your sovereignty is happening in there right now.
120 of the world's most powerful men, heads of state from Europe, high officials of the United States government, Treasury, White House, state, defense. They're setting the world agenda now. The reason they want secrecy is because they're doing evil. Evil is done under the cover of darkness. Good works are done in the sunshine.
Right onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, there's no implication that we aren't cooperating.
Right onto the sidewalk and stay there.
Last year, it took me 14 and a half hours to get to Munich. I was pulled off the plane in Milan. I was pulled off the plane in Munich. They interrogated me 4 hours. They basically told me that they're keeping an eye on me 24 hours of the day. The little hotel where we were staying at, Gemini, out of the 20 rooms, 6 were occupied, 3 by the CIA and 3 by the German Secret Service. That's how serious these people are, and that's how afraid they are of actually what we may be able to reveal and what we actually do reveal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here in Canada today to stand up against the Bilderberg Group that's attempting to get rid of the sovereignty of the United States. The truth of your world government has now been exposed. We know you are ruthless. We know you are evil.
So what they're going to do over the next year, year and a half, is to bring the market back up to 1998, 1999 levels. They're going to get all the suckers to invest whatever little money they have left over, and that's when they're going to make the economy bottom drop out. They need to destroy the economy.
It's actual members.
They're members of the Bilderberg Club who, for years and years and years, have been going and participating in all the conversations, and they've always been dead on, always.
Get them on both sides. Yeah, you crook. Yeah, you're going to go to jail like Ken Lay. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Hi. Hey, we're not your property. We're not your slaves. We're going to defeat the New World Order. You will, and you are failing now. Your New World Order will fall. Humanity will defeat you. The answer to 1984 is 1776. Jim, my governor, Rick Perry, it's in the front of the Dallas Morning News. The headline reads, Texas Governor Rick Perry
to attend Bilderberg. What does it mean to have the governor of Texas in the Dallas Morning News just admitting he's going to Bilderberg Group?
It means he's a potential president, even as the obscure governor of Arkansas, Bill Clinton, lost his virginity at the Bilderberg meeting in Baden-Baden, Germany in 1991, and he's elected president the following year. We were at the Ritz-Carlton. It looked like a typical Bilderberg scenario. They had the armed guards all around the place. They had platoons of cops in formation waiting for the disbursement. They also had cops all the way around the building, and they had all those high-tech things where every member can hear whatever's spoken in any language, instantly translated into his own language.
We're going directly into the belly of the beast. The hotel will be filled with at least 5 spy agencies: CIA, Defense Intelligence, Mossad, European Union security. We're sitting here in the room. As the phone rings with your producer, Tom Danheiser, to put me on, the fire alarm goes off. So everybody is exiting the building. I know this is a setup. They timed it exactly when this happened. Open the door. I want him to hear the fire alarm. We have a security guy walk up to us 30 minutes ago, about 25 minutes ago, before this happened, and said, "What are you guys doing?" We said, "We're just walking around checking out the artwork in the hotel," which we actually were admiring, but we were also going around getting some footage. And they said, "Well, no cameras allowed." We said, "Fine." And then he said, "Yeah, we had somebody do a fire alarm a few weeks ago, and me and Rob, my camera guy, were going, why is he telling us about a fire alarm?" I forgot that part, George. These bastards have done this. I don't know how. They're planning to try to set us up for something, but this is incredible. We are here in the middle of this right now, George. Yeah, we got a car right behind us. This is some of the highlights of the last 8 years of Bilderberg meetings. Switzerland's coming up and a lot more. We're going to post the full video to YouTube right now. Also have the whole thing on the Nightly News tonight. May have aired last night, but I think we're premiering it here today, Dude was telling me. And then we'll have that up on Infowars.com for you. I want to take you now live to Paul Watson, who is acting like the Wasselhoff, as he's secretly known. That's Watson meets David Hasselhoff. And he's been able to get all the groupies away, all the Danish blondes that are literally chasing him around. And now, look how ridiculous he is. I like Watson. I was teasing him early for being gone for like 2 hours doing interviews, which I wanted him to do. I just didn't know that he'd be gone all day, because I got to be honest, articles he writes will be more important and read more than going on RT or on Danish television or whatever else he did. And this show, it's just that, he's our reporter. But it's a sign of success that the Wasselhoff has been doing good. So go ahead and smile again. Look at that. It's like the Grinch or something. All right, anyways, Watson, I always start getting dingy in the third hour. It's a phenomenon. We can't help it. I'm known as the Walrus Hoff by the ladies. No, but seriously, Watson, tell us what you think about what's been unfolding today.
Well, we started off in the morning tracking the delegates coming in. It was very slow to begin with. So we were over in the press area next to the opposite side of the hotel. Then we came within this area, which is obviously directly opposite the main building. We weren't allowed in here at first, but later on they allowed us to be here. And yeah, we got the Queen of Spain, we got Petraeus, we got Peter Thiel, we got a lot of interesting individuals arriving. One of the most funny things was that several of them decided to go on a little jog, including David Petraeus, around Copenhagen. So that was quite funny to see that. But yeah, it's been intense. I went in the protest area a little bit earlier, then obviously dashing back and forth for interviews. So, and when I was here in the protest area, the Bilderberg members were up in the corridor, which is one of the main windows there going up just past the elevator, which we were in that hotel the other night. And they were stood there looking out the window, laughing at us basically on several different floors. So we're interested in them, and they're very interested in us.
Oh, yes, it's so funny that we force coverage of their criminal activities. It's so funny that the peasants are exposing their corporate global government. It's so funny that Tea Party-type candidates are getting elected from Europe to Africa, from Latin America to the U.S. to Australia. It's so funny that we're identifying them. No, this is all part of their confidence act.
Exactly.